Today we will talk about commitment to excellence. In order to succeed in any field, we have to become very much committed. Without that commitment, without that, deeper conviction, we cannot succeed. In order to succeed and in order to reach the targets which you have set for yourself, which you have set for your organization, it is very, very important that we commit excellence in order to reach the goals. In order to become the best version of yourself, you have to become very much committed. You have to give the total commitment to your goals. You have to give your 100%. Just giving 80% isn't enough. If you want to reach to the top, you have to see the top, and then you have to plan it. You have to make a goal, you have to make a target, and then you have to execute. In order to do that execution, you have to become very much aware that without that committing with that excellence, in order to commit to excellence, you have to practice, you have to study. And study and practice will make you rich. Study and practice will give you wisdom. Study and practice will give you knowledge. So it is very, very important that we commit to excellence. And excellence is not an act, it is a habit. That means you have to do it every single day. That means you have to practice, practice and practice. The more you practice, the more you become excellence. You reach to excellence, you reach to perfection in that particular field. Every successful person who are really successful, they are just total commitment. You can see the total commitment, in their work. They don't make excuses. The people who are ordinary, because they are ordinary because of their commitment, because of their dreams, because of their passion, because they don't have those commitment which the more successful people have. The really successful people, they have commitment, they have dreams, they have passion, they love what they do. That is very, very important. If you don't love what you do and you don't have a sense of direction, you don't have a sense of purpose, if you lack commitment, if you lack purpose, if you lack direction, a sense of urgency in your work, then you are not going to reach the full potential which you are capable of. So it is very important that you have a sense of direction, in which direction you are moving. Are you moving towards your goal? Are you reaching the highest possible potential which is present within you? Are you unlocking all the potentials which is present within you? Are you using all the resources which is given by the nature? Are you using that in the right way, in the right time, in the right manner, in the right proportion? Are you exploring the options in your life, in your career, in your business, or in any endeavor in which you are? In order to reach the top 10% of whichever field you belongs to, it is very, very important that you commit to excellence. Without that total commitment, without that total faith, without working, without working as a team, you cannot become really successful. In order to become that really, really successful person, you have to set a goal. You have to, after setting a goal, now you have to plan. You have to make a roadmap and then set a deadline for it. Set a deadline that by this date I will achieve this target. And then what you have to do is you have to execute. That action is the real measure of intelligence. As Napoleon said that action is the real measure. Without taking action, if you just make a plan and you don't execute it, it is not much useful. You have to execute it. You have to take action. If you take action, then you know what you're capable of, what all the results are. Without that, you cannot reach your full potential. It is very, very important that you commit to excellence, and in order to become a very, very good in your field, in order to reach the greatness, in order to reach the greatness in your field, you have to commit to excellence. You have to involve. Involvement is very, very important. Involvement in your field, in your business, in your studies. It is very, very important that you commit to excellence in order to reach to the top of your field. Without that you cannot succeed. That is very, very important. So it is very important that you commit to excellence.